It was 2 in the morning. The ceiling knew my name. Every crack became a memory. Every breath became a flame. The mirror held a stranger with tired, swollen eyes. 1,000 silent questions hidden behind fake smiles. The coffee had gone colder than the heart inside my chest. I kept pretending I was healing while collapsing with the rest. Pictures on the table reminded me of life, but memories can become shadows when they visit every night. I counted every heartbeat like it owed me one more day, wondering if tomorrow would finally lose its way. The silence wasn't peaceful, it screamed inside my head. Every hopeful dream I'd planted looked completely dead. I whispered to the darkness, maybe this is all I'll be. The darkness never answered, it just echoed back at me. One more tear, one more goodbye, one more reason left to hide. I stood so close to letting go, closer than they'll ever know. That was the night I almost quit, when every broken piece refused to fit. I almost let the silence win, locked every hope somewhere deep within. But somewhere underneath the pain, a tiny spark survived the rain. I almost disappeared, but love kept whispering, stay here. Nobody saw the shaking hidden underneath my clothes. No one heard the trembling every time the phone would close. I smiled inside the daylight, performed another role, then spent another evening trying to rescue my soul. I blamed every reflection, I questioned every scar, forgot that broken people still carry who they are. Dreams became old photographs, collecting dust instead. Every promise I believed kept hanging by a thread. The world kept moving forward while I remained behind, trying to outrun battles living in my mind. Every empty hallway sounded like goodbye. Even laughter from the neighbors made me want to cry. I wasn't scared of dying, I was scared to stay the same, watching hope become another person I couldn't name. If I disappear, would anyone notice? Would tomorrow miss my name? If I gave up, would the stars remember why they learned to shine? There was the night I almost quit, when every broken piece refused to fit. I almost let the silence win, locked every hope somewhere deep within. Still somehow, through every scar, the smallest light can travel far. I almost disappeared, but hope kept whispering, stay here. Maybe courage doesn't sound like shouting. Maybe courage looks like breathing one more time. Maybe healing starts before believing. Maybe surviving is already a miracle. Maybe tomorrow needs this version of me. Maybe my found me, painting gold across the floor. Nothing really changed, but somehow I wanted something more. Not perfection, not easy answers, not a painless life, just another sunrise worth surviving. The birds kept singing without asking permission. The wind kept dancing like broken things could still become beautiful. Maybe mountains rise because they refuse to stay beneath the earth. Maybe flowers bloom after winters that never rest to survive. Maybe hearts can do the same. Every star became a sentence, every tear became a page, every failure became proof that I had lived. Every heartbeat became rebellion against despair, against surrender, against the voice that begged me to disappear. That was the night I almost quit, the night the darkness thought it'd finally win, the night my fear became so loud it almost buried every dream I found. But every sunrise carries grace, every storm eventually leaves a trace. If you're standing where I stood, don't let tonight decide forever. The stars still shine for hearts that break, the dawn still comes for souls that ache. That was the night I almost quit, but it wasn't the night. Like stones inside my coat, every "you'll be fine" felt heavier than hope. I watched the world keep spinning while mine stood frozen still, smiling for the cameras, breaking against my will. There were prayers without an answer, letters never read, conversations with the ceiling, trying to quiet my head. I thought strength meant hiding, never letting people see, until I learned the strongest hearts still bend beneath the sea. The cracks I tried to cover became the place I grew, sometimes shattered pieces create a better view. The night was full of echoes, every memory came alive, asking if I had enough to somehow still survive. Old regrets were waiting like strangers at the door, each one saying softly, "You can't fight anymore." But somewhere in the silence, a heartbeat answered back. I've walked through deeper valleys, I'm stronger than I lack. So I stood with shaking heads, no certainty in sight. Sometimes faith is simply choosing not to lose another fight. One small step became another, another became dawn, before I even noticed. The darkest hour was gone. Now every scar reminds me I was never built to fall. They became the evidence I answered every call. The tears that nearly drowned me now water better days. Pain became a teacher in unfamiliar hands are trembling, if your heart feels far too tired, if you've convinced yourself that every dream has expired, listen closely. The darkest nights don't last forever. The strongest souls are often the ones who almost gave up. The tears you hide today may become someone else's hope tomorrow. One breath, one heartbeat, one more sunrise. Oh, sunrise. Keep going, because the night you almost quit could become the story of a morning. You finally found yourself again. Every failure, like stones inside my coat, every "you'll be fine" felt heavier than hope. I watched the world keep spinning while mine stood frozen still, smiling for the cameras, breaking against my will. There were prayers without an answer, letters never read, conversations with the ceiling, trying to quiet my head. I thought strength meant hiding, never letting people see, until I learned the strongest hearts still bend beneath the sea. The cracks I tried to cover became the place I grew. Sometimes shattered pieces create a better view. The night was full of echoes, every memory came alive, asking if I had enough to somehow still survive. Old regrets were waiting like strangers at the door, each one saying softly, you can't fight anymore. But somewhere in the silence a heartbeat answered back. I walked through deeper valleys, I'm stronger than I lack. So I stood with shaking hands, no certainty in sight. Sometimes faith is simply choosing not to lose another fight. One small step became another, another became dawn. Before I even noticed, the darkest hour was gone. Now every scar reminds me I was never built to fall. They became the evidence, I answered every call. The tears that nearly drowned me now water better days. Pain became a teacher in unfamiliar ways. I don't curse the darkness that almost stole my name, because surviving all of it forever changed my frame. If tonight you're wondering whether life is worth the climb, remember every sunrise was once a night in time. You don't have to see tomorrow, you just have to make it through. The light you've been searching for may already live in you. So if your hands are trembling, if your heart feels far too tired, if you've convinced yourself that every dream has expired, listen closely. The darkest nights don't last forever. The strongest souls are often the ones who almost gave up. The tears you hide today may become someone else's hope refused to stay. The room became a battlefield where hope kept slipping away. The clock was loud as thunder, each second cut so deep. I begged my mind for silence, but silence wouldn't sleep. I folded all my questions into the sleeves I wore, pretending I was stronger than the night before. The window caught my shadow, standing thin and still. I barely knew the person who had forgotten how to heal. I reached for something I couldn't see, one little reason to still believe. The world felt distant, cold and blue. Then one quiet heartbeat pulled me through. It was the night I almost quit, when every promise lost its grip. I almost traded all my dreams for endless silence in between. But somewhere underneath the fear, a voice kept saying, "You're still here." And though my faith was hanging by a thread, it carried me when every hope seemed dead. Rain tapped softly on the rooftop, like it understood my pain. Every drop repeated stories I had buried in the rain. The photographs kept smiling, frozen in another year, while I stood inside the present, learning how to face my fear. No applause was waiting, no miracle appeared, just another broken evening filled with everything I feared. Still the moon stayed patient, lighting roads I couldn't see. Maybe it was whispering, "Don't stop, because you bleed." Sometimes healing looks like surviving. Sometimes courage looks like staying. Sometimes victory doesn't make a sound. It was the night I almost quit, when every promise lost its grip. I almost traded all my dreams for endless silence in between. But somewhere underneath the fear, a voice kept saying, "You're still here." And though my faith was hanging by a thread, it carried me. I thought strength meant hiding, never letting people see, until I learned the strongest hearts still bend beneath the sea. The cracks I tried to cover became the place I grew. Sometimes shattered pieces create a better view. The night was full of echoes, every memory came alive, asking if I had enough to somehow still survive. Old regrets were waiting, like strangers at the door, each one saying softly, "You can't fight anymore." But somewhere in the silence, a heartbeat answered back. I've walked through deeper valleys, I'm stronger than I lack. So I stood with shaking heads, no certainty in sight. Sometimes faith is simply choosing not to lose another fight. One small step became another, another became dawn, before I even noticed. The darkest hour was gone. Now every scar reminds me I was never built to fall. They became the evidence I answered every call. The tears that nearly drowned me now water better days. Pain became a teacher in unfamiliar If your hands are trembling, if your heart feels far too tired, if you've convinced yourself that every dream has expired, listen closely. The darkest nights don't last forever. The strongest souls are often the ones who almost gave up. The tears you hide today may become someone else's hope tomorrow. One breath, one heartbeat, one more sunrise. Keep going, because the night you almost quit could become the story of a morning you finally found yourself again.